Katsumoto is our mascot, which you will see on our website. Anyway, so the organization I work with, more seriously, is called TechSoup Canada. And that's our little logo, and this is Bubbles. So I wanted to start off by telling you a little bit about how we came to be as an organization. So actually our kind of history goes back not very far, as to you guys it's like a flash in the pan, but to us it goes way back in the day to the late 80s in the San Francisco Bay Area. And there was a guy by the name of Bruce who was working with a bunch of nonprofits in the area, and he was a bit tech savvy, and he started to realize that all these companies were using this fancy proprietary software that was helping them to be really effective. But because that software was so expensive that none of the nonprofits could use it, they were really slipping behind. So he thought, well, what can we do about this? How can we bridge this gap? And he went around to a bunch of tech companies and said, hey, do you have any old software that you're not using anymore? It's like, you just upgraded, it's the old version. Can you give that to us and I'll donate it to some nonprofits? So he literally had a van that he drove around in, and he would take the boxes of software and put them in the back of his van and then drive them to some nonprofits and hand them out. And that was really popular, so eventually people thought, well, how about we make this, how about we actually expand this? Instead of going to the companies and asking for their old software, how about we go straight to the people that make the software? So the first company that they talked to was Microsoft, who you probably have heard of, maybe. If you haven't, they make a lovely program called Microsoft Office, which has Word and Excel in it, and Windows, which you may also have seen on every computer pretty much. And so anyway, so they talked to Microsoft, and Microsoft said, yeah, you know what, actually, we would be really interested in giving to nonprofits. And we will give you actually the latest versions of our software. We're not even going to make you stuck with the old one. And we'll give it directly to the nonprofits. So that was how the creation of TechSoup as an organization, it used to be called Compumenter, formed. So Compumenter, or TechSoup, played the role. So they were kind of the in-between between Microsoft and all the nonprofits. So they set up a website. Nonprofits could sign up on the website, and they could order copies of Microsoft software, and then Microsoft would donate it directly to the nonprofits. And that really was such a helpful model that other companies wanted to get involved as well. So Symantec came on board, Adobe came on board, more and more companies wanted to give to nonprofits. And eventually, someone realized, you know what, this is actually such a good program that why limit it to nonprofits in the US? That's not fair, obviously. Why not bring this around the world? So that was actually the birth of the TechSoup Global Network, which is now in, I think, about 50 countries, give or take, around the world. Literally, in every continent, except for maybe Antarctica, there's now the TechSoup program. So we are the Canadian partner in that network. We have been around since 2009. There may be a chance that some of you have been around with TechSoup longer. Canadian organizations are kind of a special case. They used to be able to order through the US. But yeah, we as a Canadian partner, were founded in 2009. There is currently 6 of us, soon to be 7 in a week or two, that work out of an office in Toronto. And our mission is to really carry out this program of TechSoup Canada, or TechSoup in Canada, so that nonprofits can get access to all this software, which I will share about in a second. I should also say we are a project of an organization, a lovely nonprofit called the Center for Social Innovation, which is a shared co-working space for social mission organizations in Toronto. Fun fact.